Hello, I'm Tim Fitzgerald, President of Note Investors, and I'd like to welcome you back to our video series. In our previous program, we explained what the discounted cash flow business is and why it's one of the best kept business secrets. We also explored how you can enjoy all the benefits of running your own discounted cash flow business. In Part 2, I'm going to explain why now is the perfect time to start your own cash flow business, even if you have very little or no money, and how you can do it with no risk on your part. Most importantly, I'll explain how you can build substantial personal wealth in your own discounted cash flow business using the business's most powerful wealth-building tool, other people's money. One of the questions I most frequently asked is now a good time to be in the discounted cash flow business? My response is now is the perfect time to get into the business, and here's why. In times of financial uncertainty, like we're experiencing today, people want and need cash. And since the discounted cash flow business is based on getting people cash, your timing couldn't be better than right now. As a matter of fact, at any given time, large numbers of people are always looking for ways to get more cash. In short, though demand for cash is especially high today, one thing is certain, cash is always in demand. Let me repeat, since cash is always in demand, timing is always right. Take a moment and think about that. As a discounted cash flow specialist, timing is always right for your services. Here's why. You will have access to unlimited funds you can use to help people get cash, which makes the discounted cash flow business such a good one. The money people, those who will use their money to fund your deals, need cash flow specialists like you because they are always looking for more deals. You heard that right. The money people need you. And that's precisely why you, as a cash flow specialist, will always have access to unlimited cash. And with every closed transaction, you have the opportunity to earn big fees. About now, you're probably thinking to yourself, where do these unlimited funds really come from? Who will provide them? The answer may surprise you. The money does not come from individual investors. The money comes from institutional or corporate funders. Institutional funders are companies set up to buy cash flows. Buying cash flows is their primary business, which is why they need you and why they have unlimited cash at their disposal to fund all of your transactions and pay you a hefty fee. Here is something I think you'll find very interesting. Working with the funders is really easy because we will show you how. It works like this. Step 1 is find a cash flow, like those we talked about in Part 1 of this video series. Step 2 is bring the cash flow to the funder and set your own fee. Step 3, the funder then does most of the paperwork and provides the cash. Step 4 is you collect your generous fee when the transaction closes. If this sounds relatively easy, that's because it is. Now here's the clincher. You don't have to share your fee with a middleman. What you make on the deal is yours and yours alone. Every penny. While working with institutional investors, who are the funders, is really easy, finding them is not. The types of funders we're looking for do not advertise. So where do you find these institutional funders? And most importantly, how do you find the right funder? Because different funders are looking for different types of cash flows. Well, that's where we at NoteInvestors.com can help. NoteInvestors.com has a network of institutional investors ready, willing, and financially able to fund your cash flow deals and pay your fees. We will direct you to the funder that's right for your deal. That is to say, Note Investors will match you up with the funder that's most interested and most likely to fund the kind of deal you're bringing to the table. and you don't pay note investors a thing, not one dime for our help. That's right. Remember, there are no middlemen. Having mentors that don't take any percentage of your profit is one of the greatest advantages of working with note investors. But that's only a small part of the equation. Once Note Investors matches you up for free with the right funder, everyone winds up a winner once your transaction closes. The funders are happy because they've added a new cash flow asset to their portfolios. Your client is happy because you've helped he or she get quick cash for something they no longer wanted, and you will be extremely happy with the hefty fee that you earned on the deal. And we at Note Investors are always happy to help. Over the course of these videos, I introduce to you the discounted cash flow business. I explain that it's one of the best kept business secrets, that it's a very little known but highly profitable business, that not only is now a great time to get into the discounted cash flow business, but just about any time is always the right time for cash flow specialists, simply because people are looking for cash all the time. We also looked at how you can use other people's money to make more money for yourself, and that you can get into the discounted cash flow business with very little or no money or personal risk. And in case you forgot, we told you at the very beginning of this series not to waste your time if you're looking to get rich quick. That's because the discounted cash flow business is actually more of a get-rich-slow plan than a get-rich scheme. Since you're still here, I'm assuming you're a person who is interested in working for yourself and increasing your personal wealth according to a step-by-step proven plan. If you're that kind of person, then you won't want to miss the next segment of this series. In that segment, I will show you how you can quickly, affordably, and effectively get started building your personal wealth in this exciting and very profitable business with Note Investors' Cash Flow Specialist Program. So here's my promise. I will tell you exactly what you get, what it costs, which is very little considering everything you get, and how Note Investors can provide you personal one-on-one support to help you jump-start your own discounted cash flow business. As you can see, the discounted cash flow business is really not as complicated as it sounds. In fact, during our 20-plus years in the business, Note Investors has developed simple, easy-to-use programs for successfully training and supporting cash flow specialists. Invest just a few more minutes of your time to join us for the next segment. After all, what are a few minutes in the overall scheme of things? Then again, those few minutes could be life-changing. Join us. You have nothing to lose. Thanks.